Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Bahrain Today, where we cover the latest news and events of the kingdom. We have a variety of segments that you won't want to miss out. Before we get started, I would like to remind you all to contact us via our social account shown on the screen. Stay tuned and we'll be right back. So do you know that only 23% of disposable water bottles are recycled, and that plastic bags can take up to 1,000 years to decompose? So how can we educate ourselves more about environmental issues going on around us that will definitely have an effect on our lives? Jamila Mahanna started Recycle Points Bahrain to raise more awareness about pollution, global warming, and how to start saving our planet. Ms. Jamila, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. I wouldn't say that I'm an environmentalist, but I try my best to be as much friendly to the environment as I can.
Don't we all?
Yeah, as much as we can. So, Miss, tell us what inspired you to start raising awareness and what are your initiatives and steps?
I came here in 1985, got married to my husband in 86, and at that time in Awali, there were actually recycle skips for plastic, paper, glass, and aluminium. So for me, it was natural to actually do it, because coming from Holland originally, it's something that is natural for a Dutch person. We separate our waste, we take it, it gets collected by the municipality in different boxes, on different days. So it's made very easy for us, and you actually get fined if you don't recycle, which I think is a good thing.
Definitely.
And so after they actually stopped putting the bins in Awali, I was looking for bins a little bit closer to me. Well, they didn't stop, but Awali was quite far away from Hammertown. And there was an EFS, Environmental Friends Society, that was in Hammertown. And my children were at an age that I thought they could benefit from this environmental awareness, I mean, they get it from me every day, but inside a group environment with other children, I think that was really nice. So when I was there, Khawla, she had an, I don't know what you call it, a seminar.
All right.
And one of the people that was there, they had also the bins outside, and everything was a little bit mixed-matched.
Right.
And he came to me and said, Jamila, Khawla said, can you please find people to buy up the recyclable materials that we have outside? I'm like, okay, well, give me the list. He says, we don't have. I said, you're telling me you've been collecting all this and you don't know where to go. So that actually set me off, like, okay. So I called around and found some addresses and some people that were taking the things, and I thought, this is something that actually everybody should know.
Right.
So in 2009 or 2008, I started a free website on FreeWebs, and it was called recyclepointsph.com.
All right.
At webstom.com actually, but in 2009 I thought, what is $72? So actually,
to get a .com.
I bought the domain, and I've been doing lots of things. So every time I'm trying to update myself on the website, for example, it's not only about recycling, it's also about environmental issues in Bahrain.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
And the kids, okay, they are too old now. I mean, the oldest is 33 and the youngest is 15.
Yeah.
And they don't go to the EFS anymore. But I kept doing that because I thought it was a very important thing to actually share with the people of Bahrain.
What are the issues that you've been discussing on social media and your website for the past, let's say, 3 months?
Okay, most of the issues, of course, plastic-based waste, it is land-based waste. Because if you look at the pictures of the beaches worldwide, I mean, I have this image of Bali, where 3 years ago, people were actually diving in clear water, and suddenly this year, there are more plastic bags than fish.
Wow.
And it's really shocking to see those two pictures next to each other. I bring my own bags to everything.
Right.
I have several in my bag, and I have a lot of them in the back of my car.
Of course, always.
The only thing that I keep forgetting is reusable containers.
That I don't have, because sometimes I buy the nuts and I haven't thought about how to do it when I go to the store. I buy my nuts, I weigh them, so they put them in plastic bags, and I'm sure I could bring something.
Yeah, well,
what do you do?
very happy. They're actually very happy for you to bring your own containers if you want. They'll just put a container on, put it on zero, and they add it.
I'll definitely do that next time. I gotta put some containers in the car then for myself.
May I ask where you live?
I live in Sif District, madam.
Sif District. So that means that your building is going to be served by GCC Recycling. It's very easy to get actually recycle bins. All you need to do is contact them, even as an individual, and they will put one in front of the flats. It's very simple, and I think you need a lot more than one. They are the nice, colorful ones. Have you seen them in Manama?
I have seen one.
If you want that, because I actually did the same. We have a shop, and my son is actually using a lot of plastic materials. So he just asked GCC Recycling to actually put a bin there, and they did.
That's great.
It's next to the Asian school.
I'll definitely speak to them. I pretty much covered all the. I bet that I covered all the questions. Is there anything you'd like to add before I conclude the segment?
Yeah, one issue I have. Actually, two issues.
Yeah, take your time.
First issue. I just read in the newspaper yesterday that the government is planning to use renewable energy resources.
Right.
At a rate of 5% until 2025. So in the next 5 years, they want to increase it by 5%. But then from 2025 to 2035, only by another 5% to a total of 10%.
10%.
That is 0.5% per year. I think that is way too little. We are blessed with a abundance of sun.
Definitely.
It's very easy to do. You have now special films that you can actually put on buildings that can generate and collect the energy.
I've read about that.
Yeah.
The glass itself, they could put small, tiny, whatever they put.
Exactly. There's still collectors that you can do. There's so many things that could be done. And the second issue, which is a big issue, which is in the news almost every day, it's the amount of stray animals in Bahrain. They have a huge impact on the natural environment, unfortunately. The municipalities, they collect them. I think over 1,000 were actually neutered, treated and released in Askar. But then you're just relocating the problem because these animals are next to south of the island, and south of the island is where our wildlife reservations are. I mean, I love looking at the stars, and in my house I used to be able to, but when they made the highway, I got so much light pollution.
It's hilarious when you said I used to, because I can't remember that I've ever seen stars.
Well, I went to Dara just a few days ago, and we were sitting at the beach, and with the low lights, we actually had the pleasure of seeing the stars. And my sister-in-law was absolutely stunned. She couldn't believe it. Because I haven't been able to see the stars. In my home country, what I used to do at night, sit on a chair with a pillow and just watch. There was no lights at all. It was a farming, I lived on a farm. I mean, I'm a city girl, but my father relocated us to a farm. And it was so pitch black dark that you could see every single
Jamila,
star.
I can't have enough of you. Thank you very much for this segment. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, don't go away. We'll be right back for more. Here in the studio tonight, we have Wafa Al-Awad, who's experienced in Arabic coffee since 2001, to talk to us about her business. Al-Diwaniyah. Miss Wafa, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you, Mohammed?
I'm great. Thank you for bringing all this. I'm sure that was heavy. I hope not. We apologize. I hope somebody helped you.
Yeah, sure.
All right. We thank our crew then.
Yeah.
So talk to us about Diwaniyah, please.
Actually, Diwaniyah, my mother started the business in 2001, as you mentioned. And
almost 20 years now.
Yeah, she started with Arabic coffee.
Right.
Only Arabic coffee. And she wasn't good at marketing or anything of this. She was just doing it, and she sold it for her friends, for our cousins.
She was enjoying it.
She was enjoying.
She loves coffee,
right? Yeah, because she loved coffee.
All right.
In 2013, I joined her with my ideas.
Of course.
I told her we have to do something different
Mhm.
because everybody can sell Arabic coffee. So
Right.
you have to add things different. So we create a mix with the traditional drinks like custard with pistachio, custard
Nice.
with rashad, red seeds,
Wow.
and karak with cardamom and
Please tell me you brought
saffron.
out everything because it just sounds so delicious.
It is. You
did
should
you-
taste. You should taste this.
Oh.
This is one of our mixed.
Right.
The custard with the red seeds.
Okay.
You can taste it, and the mix you just add water to it
Wow.
and sugar, and you
Great.
mix it on the oven for 5-10 minutes,
All right, madam.
and then you enjoy it.
Let me enjoy it then. Thank you. Is it too hot? Because I keep on burning my tongue.
It is. You can wait.
Okay, let me wait, okay?
Yeah. You wait
I'll
for
just
a while.
leave it here, but I won't forget it, yeah. Let me know when it's okay for me to read. So, what are your products? So you've got karak, you've got
Custard with red seeds and
pistachio.
pistachio. Now with the winter, we add milk with ginger.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
And I see you've got dates as well.
Yeah, this is also a new package we added. We call it Naqsat al-Diwaniyya.
Naqsat al-Diwan.
Yep, if you want to give someone a gift from Bahrain, you have Arabic coffee and dates.
That's great.
It's come together.
Yeah.
And our product comes as this, like this one. It's half kilo.
Mhm.
And as I told you, it got everything. You just add water.
And
This
put
is
it-
the idea, yeah.
Okay. Make
Yeah.
it simple.
Make it simple.
but significant. And,
It is.
and delicious.
Yes, and delicious at the same time. And also we add this package. It has, this is, you can just direct add a hot water to it.
Okay.
It has 10 box of the flavor you choose, salted
Great.
caramel,
Oh wow.
Arabic coffee, milk with pistachio, and ginger, milk
So,
with
so
ginger.
it's a mix of everything. This is a perfect gift, actually.
It is, yes,
It's a
and
perfect
you can
gift.
many guys like it. They take it for offices. They said we want something fast.
Yeah,
They-
and they
and
keep
it
on
has-
changing their minds, whatever they want. They have something different every day.
Yeah, and it has the cups and it has the sticks.
Amazing.
You just bring the hot water and enjoy it.
Of course, yeah. And how can we find you?
You can find me at my home because it's
Okay.
a home business actually.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to have a shop, but not now.
Inshallah.
Inshallah in future. And there is I was displaying my product in Al Jazeera supermarket. I'm looking forward to make the contract again in 2020.
Okay.
2020, sorry.
Great.
And also you can see it in Gudur Sweets
Oh yeah.
in Bukhara.
And
Also
not only in Bukhara, they've got a lot of stands. I
lot.
think I saw one in Avenues yesterday.
in Avenues they have,
Yes.
yes, but my product is in Bukhara.
Ah, okay.
And also Bu Yusuf Sweets.
I know
it's,
Bu Yusuf
It's
Sweets as
also
well.
in Bukhara.
The one that because Bu Yusuf also is
All,
all
yeah,
over
in
Bahrain.
Bukhara.
Okay.
Yeah, we start now in Bukhara.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's a great start. Inshallah, soon you're gonna grow and
Inshallah.
you're gonna be a millionaire one day.
I hope so.
So you participated in Saturday market at Bab al Bahrain. Tell us more about the participation there.
Yeah, it was actually the second time for us, last year and this year.
Okay.
It was really amazing experience because you meet a lot of people there.
Right.
Not only Bahrainis.
Yeah.
You meet different many of customers there, from Gulf, from outside of Bahrain.
Yeah.
So they were all of them. They like the traditional drinks.
Great.
They enjoy the Arabic coffee. Last Saturday, I met 2 Kuwaiti students. They lived in Poland. They study in Poland. Sorry.
Yeah.
And they sent me pictures for the milk with ginger from there.
Oh, amazing.
And I posted in my Instagram. Everybody was looking, for the picture.
You must have been very happy to see
I
your
am,
product
yes.
all the way
All
in
the
Poland.
way, yes. In Poland, also in Brazil.
Amazing.
They sent me a picture from there. I ship sometimes to Kuwait, to Saudi Arabia, to GCC.
Yeah.
But to Brazil and to Poland, it was really
it was a first.
first time, yes.
Yeah, well, there's a first time for everything.
Yes.
Inshallah, soon enough, you're
Yes.
all over. So, what are your future plans?
My future plans to, I will just go step by step. So I just want to have my own track.
Truck.
Yes.
Okay, just for coffee, or are you gonna have a little bit of dessert?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to
limit yourself.
Yes, I just want to be focusing on hot drinks and especially traditional drinks.
Okay.
Also, I want to add hospitality. To now, they just come and take the hot drinks ready, but I will add hospitality.
Okay. Hospitality.
Yes.
That's great. I heard a rumor. Just you give your coffee to hotels, don't you?
Yep, I am.
All right. Five-star hotels.
Five-star hotels.
Mashallah.
It was in Ramadan.
Okay.
For 2 5-star hotels. They deal with me. They buy the Arabic coffee for their tent, Ramadan tent. So also this is like a credit to me.
Yeah, of course. It's a big credit.
I was happy to deal with them.
You must be. And who are your biggest supporters, would you say, for Diwania? Of course, you were the biggest supporter to your mom.
She was, actually she was the first one.
Yeah.
And my mother, my husband, all my family actually, and my friends. And I also want to thank Mr. Yusuf, Mr. Thabit, his Gidur Sweets owner, and also the traditional village, Hassan and Abu Ala. They both was really supported, yes. They open their arms for me. They give me the support. They take nothing from me. They don't rent anything for. Yeah, you don't rent a corner there. Yeah. They just support her, and they. The traditional coffee shop and restaurant. It's actually in Bab al-Bahrain, also located. It's a very amazing place to go. You can see all traditional pictures, and there's a corner for. Cloth and costume, traditional costume, you can wear them and take pictures.
Take pictures, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Well, thank you very much for being here. I wish you best of luck in your future endeavors. I want to see you bigger and bigger and bigger every day.
I wish you enjoy it.
Oh yes. Speaking of which. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's delicious.
Really, thank you.
Tastes very different than everything I had before.
It
does taste very different and good.
You can prepare it by yourself now.
Of course. Viewers, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Mohammed. Really enjoyed those segments. Gary is a hip-hop producer with a rapping background who has supplied a wide variety of interesting beats for a variety of different artists. Bringing the sounds of Pakistan into his music, Gary is always looking for ways to infuse his origin into the music that he creates. Whether it be through sampling old songs or collaborating with other artists, his unique sound is embedded within his content, which has been seen by people from all around the world on a variety of different platforms. Gary is now based in Bahrain, where he works with local artists and hopes to further his reach, while at the same time developing his signature style. Thank you so much for being here, Gary.
Thank you so much for having me here.
How's it going?
It's great.
I'm so glad to have you here. My first question, I think, would be, what made you get into music?
I actually don't have any musical background. I just listened to music before. I didn't got into music like specifically, like I had some sort of goal. Like I used to go to like study music or something. No, I was just listening to music, and then I got into this musical software, FL Studio. And then I started turning knobs and experimenting a lot of stuff. And then I said, okay, it's sounding nice.
So, because you started playing with these instruments and you felt like it sounded nice, you must have developed your style. So my question to you now is, how would you classify your style?
I can't even classify my style actually, because I don't even see the kind of music that I make in some specific way. But the way the people see it and the way they react to it, they say that your sound have a very dark sound and gritty sound and grimy sound. That's what they say. And what they say is, whenever they hear something coming from me, they instantly recognize it, that like this
That's
is
your
the
signature
voice.
sound.
Yeah, these are the signatures. But I don't even know how they recognize it. Maybe it's the kind of, that's what you are talking about, the kind of style that I have in the music.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, speaking about your sound, what is the first song that you're going to be playing for us today?
I'm gonna be playing the first song that I actually made last year.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's very close to my heart, and it's about my city that I've been living there in Pakistan. Back in the city, I dedicated this song to my city and made the whole video out of it and everything.
All
that
yourself?
Yeah, I
Wow.
did the video all by myself. I did the audio production. I just took the camera and I went outside and I said, because if you hire a videographer, he will shoot the video in a specific way, the
But
way
you
he
wanted
sees
your
it.
own vision.
But I wanted in my own way, the way I see my city, because the videographer will see in some specific way. I don't want it that way. I want it in a way that I see my city.
Okay.
So I just took the camera, I did the audio production, I did the video production and everything, and put it on YouTube, and it has like 300,000 views on the
Wow.
YouTube.
Okay, well, that's great. I mean, can you please play it for us?
Yeah, definitely I'll play it right now.
Where is my cigar, oye? Straight out Lal Valley, Pindi. cigar पकड़ाना कोई यार. आपको सुनाने लगे हैं पिंडी का तराना. पिंडी जासो पिंडी 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 जासो पिंडी 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 डबल एट पिंडी 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 जासो पिंडी 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 इथे राख पिंडी 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 जासो पिंडी 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 डबल एट पिंडी 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 जासो पिंडी 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 सदरे सदरे पिंडी 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 डबल एट पिंडी 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 सदरे भाई पिंडी पिंडी जासो पिंडी 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 तेरा बिचो पिंडी 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 सदर पिंडी 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 सदर पिंडी 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 जासो. अगर ये वाला सॉन्ग किसी को पसंद नहीं आया तो वो मेरे hell yeah. Double it. जासो ये सॉन्ग सभी पंडित भाई के woman stay busy with Sheikh. I am not a lota. She was dying but I save her. Palau. और अगर किसी को ये वाला सॉन्ग पसंद नहीं आया तो वो मेरे क्या कहते हैं.
So that was all produced by you, huh?
Yeah, that was all produced by me, and actually there are couple of samples here and there, but mostly it's all original.
Okay, so I mean, you're talking everything from the instruments to the video of the song. All
Yeah,
was-
everything. I produced the music video. I actually took the camera
Mhm.
and I went outside and I just started making couple of videos here and there for my own city, because the way I would see my city, I would hire another videographer and he would see in a different way. But the way I represent my city, the way I see my city,
Yeah.
I wanted to show it that way.
Okay.
That's the whole Pindi Jaso is all about. It's like you're asking the audience, like, do you want to go to Pindi? But if you're asking a question, you want to show something.
Like
Right?
sort of like a visual representation of
Yeah,
it.
visual representation. You want to show the people what you're going to tell them, how you
Yeah.
are going to entertain them.
100%. I mean, and this is your production, but I'm also aware that you used to have a background in rapping. So my question to you is, how did you shift from rapping to producing?
I actually had a background in rapping. That's why I can make these hip hop beats
Mhm.
really good. That's what I can think,
Okay.
because whenever I make a beat or something, I think of it like how the rapper is going to rap on it, how he's going to put down
All
the
the
lyrics.
details.
Yeah, because the way I see myself, I don't see myself as just as a music producer guy, because the music producer guy normally there's a general conception that they say that he just makes beats.
That's the only thing he does.
That's the only thing
Yeah.
he does. He doesn't do mixing, mastering. He doesn't do the kind of visualization, the way the whole project is going to be.
Mhm.
But the way I see myself as I create a project. I handle everything the way I see it. So technically, I'm not a music producer.
An artist.
I'm an artist. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
that's what you can say.
building upon your art. So this song went viral on TikTok. Was it this song or was it another one?
And there's another one as well, but this song went viral as well.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about how that felt, what the process was of it being viral on TikTok?
Being viral on TikTok, I didn't even knew that I was viral on TikTok until some
Okay.
of my friends, they sent me a couple of videos on TikTok and they were saying, oh, this is your song. And
So you had no idea prior to it?
I didn't even had any idea. And there were a lot of people who were using my track and they were not, because a lot of people, when they use TikTok and they just upload their own the content, it's like their own content because their name shows. So it's not like nobody knew that it's my content, but my friends and my fans, they recognize my music and then they started sending me and
because of your signature sound, they recognize it.
yeah, they
100%.
recognize it and they were saying, oh, it's your tag, Suno tag is there. So I was like, yeah, it's my tag there. So
That's awesome. And I mean, you do have another track lined up for us, correct?
yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about this track before you play?
This is the track that I actually got a lot of recognition from all over the world and everyone, even the NBA this NBA India, they introduced it, BBC Asian Network, they played it, and couple of other people, they in the Bollywood and Hollywood.
So you got exposure from the song.
I got a lot of exposure from this song, and I didn't even expected that much actually from this song, because this song was like a draft music that I made for my own listening.
So without further ado, I think we should definitely play this one.
We
right
should
now.
definitely hear this song,
All
because
right.
it's like a draft, but you will hear it.
Okay, sure thing. Go for it.
ਤੇਰੇ ਨੀ ਕਰਾਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੱਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨੀ ਕਰਾਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੱਟਿਆ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖੱਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨੀ ਕਰਾਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੱਟਿਆ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖੱਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨੀ ਕਰਾਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੱਟਿਆ ਇਸ਼ਕ ਵਾਲੇ ਪਾਸ਼ੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਨਰਦਾਂ ਖਲਾਰ ਕੇ इश्क वाले पाशे ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਬਣਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਛੱਡ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮੇਨਾ ਏ ਜਹਾਨ ਦਾ ਨਿਕ ਰੋਸ਼ਨੀ ਵਖਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਓ ਤੂੰ ਸਰੀਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਚੱਟਿਆ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਕਰਾਰਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਕਰਾਰਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖਟਿਆ ਦੱਸ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਕਰਾਰਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਿਕਰਾਰਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੱਟਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਖਟਿਆ
All right, so that started off as a draft, you said?
Yeah, it's actually a draft. It's still a draft. I didn't mix master it or did anything actually.
Okay.
It was like a for my own listening. I made this track because I like this track. It's a sample track of an old Punjabi hit from Yamla Jat from Punjabi music industry.
Okay.
So I like this track. I used to listen to it before. So I was like, it's getting really old and people don't even remember it. Like younger generation, they don't even remember it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's put a spin to it. Like add some suno sauce in it.
Okay.
So I was like,
that's nice terminology. Suno sauce. I like that.
Suno sauce. So I poured a little suno sauce and I was like, okay, it sounded nice. So I just put it on YouTube. I don't know how people recognize it, how people explored all this music and they started exploring and all of a sudden I was actually in Turkey and my friends started sending me all these videos and they started sending me a lot of these TikTok content and they were like,
okay, so you were abroad when you found out that it was
actually on vacation that time.
Okay.
And people started sending me all these content and I was like, really, it's getting that much of attraction that time. And it garnered like a lot of views that time.
So what type of TikToks were people making to it, like comedic videos, or was there sort of an essential storyline to that song on TikTok?
I think mostly these people, they made like slow motion videos, I think. But it was like a creative content. Mostly they were creative content, not like a comedic. That's what I like. I wasn't expecting that TikTok would be
the
nice.
Platform?
Yeah, TikTok would be that kind of platform where people would do this slow motion kind of videos and like mostly you would hear these kind of videos like someone is walking around and all of a sudden he makes a move and it's in a super slow-mo video. Super slow-mo video.
Yeah.
And it suits this beat actually suits everything.
So maybe you can even use that in your videos. And I just wanted to wish you the best of luck in your music career. I really enjoyed these songs that you played.
Yeah.
And I wish the best for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
We really enjoyed that segment. We'll be right back for more.
And that's all for this evening. We thank all our guests who were with us today, and we want to see you next time on Bahrain Today. If you'd like to be with us on the show or have any suggestions or questions for us, then contact us on our account shown on the screen. Goodbye and God bless.